2011 for African American males in the greater Roanoke Valley area. Our students, they come from the county, city, as well as the private sector. We focus on college tours. We spend a lot of time doing community. We spend most of our time doing community service, and we are beginning to focus on job and development, career type of focus to try to get them prepared to be future leaders.
And what ages of young men are we talking about?
From 3rd grade to 12th grade.
Wow, so you're starting off young.
Really young. And that came from the fact when I began, it was middle through high school. But I realized they build prison cells based on 3rd and 4th grade levels of education. So to eradicate that whole system and that from school to prison pipeline, I believe we need to be at that level focusing on students.
Robert, we're looking at some of these great photos right here with the younger kids. Can you tell us the importance of course, this is focused on the younger people in the community, but this has a huge impact on everybody. Can you tell us about that?
Well, I think it's important. I think Jerel talking about the academy, I think it's important, especially when we're talking about young black males in this community, especially with the perception of the media and stories that we hear about young black men and the stories and we've heard before that's happening about the recent killings of African American men. I think it's important for his academy to really provide that exposure to uplift these young men. He's doing an Herculean effort to really make an impact to these young men, to provide a symbol and guidance to uplift these young men and actually to prosper in life. So I think it's very important. I'm very proud of him and his great work. I'm also proud that we're actually fraternity brothers. So
we are.
That we share
Greatest fraternity in the world.
So I had to mention that. I'm sorry.
No, of course.
but no, the work he's doing is tremendous, and I think it's important that we really look at this organization and around the great men he's working with.
And not only are we going to see this in the community through the community projects and community outreach, there's also a different visual that people may notice. Can you tell us a little bit about the bow ties, how that all works?
Yes, definitely. When a student comes into the academy, they're given a purple tie, and I wanted to develop, this whole aura, within the academy, because I realized kids function off status, and that's something that they desire. So when a student, usually when a senior receives their letter to attend a 4-year university, once they